Hey, Starkiller. We're just about done setting up every stuff. Alright, sorry about that delay. It was saying that my vertical or my horizontal stream wasn't live. AUZ Edits, welcome. Doing well, how about you? I feel like I know exactly who you are, but it's been a long time, and your name's slightly different. But like, I'm pretty sure I might know who you are. Also, we got us the ability to do some pogo at a click of a button. And I will be, once again, shiny hunting for some Meltan. Oh, that's a funky looking Machop anyways. Charizard, what's going on? McLaronma, welcome. You need help? Your daughter won't let you watch my stream? Tell her it's your phone now. I'm gonna have to remove my jacket. It's a little toasty in here. Let's go. Original Pokemon. Well, we are shiny hunting for a blue Snorlax, cause can. Cause can is basically the reason for everything shiny hunting. Okay. Burrito Gaming, welcome. It's an interesting name, kind of dig it. Gonna sub. We'll take it. Be our 531st. Then again, I think you're on the Brass Coin channel, so it'll be like 19,300 and something. Sorry, I'm so fidgety. I can't really seem to get comfortable. Hey, Band Slam, and welcome. All right, let's see if we can get us a shiny Meltan encounter. No dice. Your message didn't send by Swayze? You got in at the worst time yesterday? Yeah, it was actually pretty funny though. Right at the final encounter, too. Oop, too early. But it seems like today's a better day. You're able to at least have popped in. Don't know about staying too terribly long, but been able to pop in. You've been super lazy the last few days. Fair. Razzie Dan, welcome. How you doing? Been doing good. Yeah, I got some good news from my project that I've been working on to allow like AI voice to connect to our core for our banking software and whatnot. Got told that if the core doesn't allow the transaction to go through, there's no way that this voice program will allow it to go through. So was really reassuring to be like, okay, I don't need to test every single little thing. I just need to make sure it doesn't give information where it's not supposed to. A lot easier. So I'll have a week of just like rapid testing at the end of May and we'll be good to go. Sai, welcome. You changed your profile picture to Suicune. I love the debate behind the pronunciation of Suicune's name. You change profiles a lot. I expect no less. How do you pronounce Suicune, Sai? Oh. Apparently I've been doing encounters with Go setup. You pronounce it like how I just said it most of the time. Suicune, Suisoon, Suisoon, Suicine. That one actually makes no sense. I've heard Suisoon a lot. Raiko? Or do you mean Raikou? Raiko. Because, like, I would pronounce it adding a W to the end. Because in a lot of languages, the U after an O makes an extended oo sound instead of a ow. But, like, I can get behind Raikau. Spelling it the same way that it's spelled doesn't exactly help pronunciation. Because, like, how you just spelt it is, I would read as Raiko. So it would be more like Raikou is like that, but how it's spelt currently I could get behind pronouncing it that way, Raikau. But it can go either way, because O-U-T is out, so I can see cow. But there's also situations such as through, where it's O-U-G-H, and so Raikou also makes sense, because English sucks. So we're left, which one do we do? Entei is another great example, because it should be entai, because if I remember right, it's IE, right? Am I misremembering? No, Entei makes sense. Entei makes sense because it's T-E-I. I had the letters backwards. Entei. The fun thing about all those names, though, is I don't think any of them are translated from Japanese, if that makes sense. Which is more for the reason why I would say Raikou is Raikou. Because I think we're pronouncing all of them with English pronunciation with Japanese Romanji. Because, like, when people ask me how I pronounce Suicune, I think I'm hilarious. And I say Suikune. No shiny tonight since By Swayze's here. I'm inclined to believe that. Exactly. Dialga, Dialga. I'm pretty sure the common pronunciation is die. But I have called it both Dialga. Freaking language, man. And I think the reason why it's pronounced one way over the other more commonly is put it next to Palkia. Palkia and Dialga. Dialga and Palkia. Dialga and Palkia. Palkia and Dialga. Just one sounds better. And then you just put a little bit more emphasis somewhere else. Dialga. 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 Which may or may not be how it's actually pronounced. I don't know. Dialga. Dial soap. Gah. You've never heard somebody say D? It's because a vowel after another vowel typically makes the long vowel sound. Makes it say its letter. So D is kind of weird. Oh, heavens no, Sai. Get out of the chat with that nonsense. We're not doing that. Nobody has any right or business saying Giratina. That is just unacceptable. It's a G. Yes, it is. I feel like most people pronounce that as if it had GHI or GEE. I've heard Giratina. I've heard yeah, Giratina is the most common. Giratina. But it has no business being Giratina. I've heard Giratina. But I would be more inclined to say it's Giratina. Yeah. It's Google also says it's Giratina.
Giratina.
Yeah, Giratina. Sivali is supposed to pronounce Sivali. Yeah, no, that's Silvally. 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 Savali. Also, somebody was asking something about hunting something earlier. I think I kind of got lost. Why do I only hunt that Pokemon? Meltan? Because it's the only Pokemon I care about in Pogo right now. I'm not interested in any of the other ones being shiny. You have a shiny? A shiny what? Karaoko? Karaoku? Oh, that was a waste of a ball. Maybe today will be the first day that Starkiller is able to be here for a shiny in 2 years. Maybe the curse will be broken. Underglitch stream is ending in 1 hour and 23-ish minutes. We're actually doing pretty all right. Energy-wise, time-wise, alertness-wise, all that. What about 2 years? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You were here for all the shinies in this playthrough, which is actually pretty uncommonly good luck. Maybe that's why you haven't gotten your shiny, because you're just getting like secondhand shiny luck from the stream. Like, your luck for seeing the shiny on stream is eating up your shiny odds luck on your actual playthrough. These are the first shinies you've ever seen me get. Oh, Magnemite, go away. Wooloo, also go away. I'm gonna have to catch a freaking Wooloo before I can get this thing, aren't I? There we go. Be back in 20? I bet. Also, I was today years old when I learned that you can actually get over 1,000 pieces of candy for a Pokemon in Pogo. Shiny number 888. I'd love to see it. That would be really dope. I just barely realized, for the folks watching a horizontal stream, you have no idea what's going on. I keep switching over to Pogo for hunting there. Maybe I could figure out, do I have... That's not terrible. Let me get rid of the chat here. Then again, I kind of am using that, but... There we go. Now you at least know what I'm doing. Zacian. Listen, I know it's probably Zacian, but like, I can't. I can't with it. I refuse. You just switched streams? I see that. Man, I'm having some real star killer luck with this Meltan tonight. Must have got all of them yesterday. I'm sorry, star killer. Your bedtime is now? But listen, are you going to do it? Didn't think so. Now is 45 minutes ago. I suspected as much. $900 next shiny number. That's a decent guess, I would think. Oh my gosh, that makes no sense. Thank you, Meltan. Oh my gosh, my baby's still awake. That's crazy. He's just hanging in there. Hopefully he hasn't been in there screaming. You're going to sleep right now? You leaving the phone on and playing? Or are you just signing off completely? I feel like I can get it with just a Ultra Ball. Two-thirds of my time down. Oh yeah, just a fair heads up. My stream's probably going to look a little bit different next time I stream. I got a stand that'll put my 2 monitors stacked on top of each other instead of spread out, and I'm gonna see what that looks like. I don't know where that puts my camera, but it should put more room on my desk at the very least, which is what I'm hoping to do. It'll also make it so that I'm looking up like this more, so that if the light's up there, it's actually coming down on my face instead of being like this all the time. You're going right now, so you won't reply if I ask any questions. Okay. Have a good night. Also means I need to figure out where I'm going to put my camera as well. Dang it. Get out of here. And we back, ready to shiny hunt some Snorlax as well. Sick, under glitch. Let's have us a good old-fashioned race. Not me just needlessly wearing out my buttons. I think this might be the run where I just do not get a shiny Meltan. I'm still holding on. I think I got like 15 more minutes, but I've maintained at least one per box, so maybe I used up all my luck yesterday. If I get it before you in this hour, you're changing your PFP. It's gotta be Snorlax, of course. But maybe it'll have to be my, I don't know what to call him. Thuglax? Is thug culturally insensitive in this day and age? I don't even know. You used all your luck on shiny Charmander? Fair. You don't even know what is thug. I'll show you. Typically, it only shows up when there's a new member to the channel. But, I can show you. Okay. Test YouTube members. That's Thuglax.
This is a test YouTube membership.
He's a happy little Snorlax. And he's dressed like a thug. And his hat says Thug Life on it. I thought it was pretty funny. Ah, gotcha. Just some slang. What am I going to shiny hunt after Snorlax? Fantastic question. It's either going to be Dratini or it's going to be Lapras. I kind of want to do Dratini. Either way, it's going to be sitting and doing soft resets. But I want to do a Safari Zone hunt for like a Nidorina or a Nidorino as well. So I'm thinking it's going to be Lapras and Nidorino. Then I'll have Grass, Psychic, Ghost, Ice, Ground, and Snorlax. You hope I get a shiny? Thanks, birds. I just barely realized you guys couldn't see my other screen, so good thing I didn't find the shiny at that point. It's a lot to manage. Why don't I use the place before Mount Move Cave to shiny hunt the rabbits? Oh, yeah. Because That's how I ended up with Spiro. And if I hunt in the Safari Zone, I have a greater chance of running into a Nidorino as opposed to a Nidorina. If I hunt in front of Mount Moon, I think it's a 5% chance that I get a Nidorino or Nidoran male, like a 1% chance or something like that, and a 5% chance for a female Nidoran or something like that. I can't remember the exact odds. I just know a male is not likely on my copy of the game. If I was playing Fire Red, I would absolutely go hunt there. Not my kid just being extremely upset that I won't give him his third sippy cup of milk to go to sleep with. Because that is just crazy. And asking for a wet bed in the morning. Five minutes remain on my Pokemon Go box. You wasted an hour there looking for shiny Pikachu. Big responsibility you're not ready for. Have a kid on the way soon? Undertale Sanis. Welcome. How you been? Oh, okay. You think of everything ahead and like what the kid will suffer because of you. Oh, gotcha. Oh, crazy. It affected the bone behind the eye? Oh. So it kind of causes a lazy eye type scenario? And you're worried more about it being a genetic anomaly, a passed downable genetic source type thing? Fun fact, my wife has a bit of a lazy eye. She got sick or something when she was really little, and it kind of just caused the muscles on her, I feel like it's her right eye, to kind of slack off a little bit. And so she had to go through a bunch of training to try to get the eyes to line up, and they do for the most part with glasses on, but if you take them off, it's ever so slightly off. So that's fun. No, it's just causing pop-up eye, and yeah, it's a genetic thing caused by... Okay. Oh, gotcha. That would do that. Yeah. Always the right eye. I've always kind of wondered, like, because I know when there's kind of more of like a lazy eye or eyes facing in different directions. Typically, I see people with like left and right, so it's more like a. I would imagine the eyes would take in more of like a panoramic view, and have less focus down the center. Um, so for you, does that? How does that look for you? I mean, I guess you wouldn't exactly know what everybody else kind of sees as, but does that create like a blind spot top to bottom where you can't really see very well? Because you don't have lazy eye, but you know that doesn't create anything like that. Okay, interesting. Unless the person can't control his eyes. Okay. I imagine it's kind of hard to explain. Oh, I wouldn't think, like I would imagine they would look. You can do lazy eye by control. Yeah, like I wouldn't imagine that they would look any different, it's more of like what the vision is seeing. Cuz like just doing this for me, like it alters what I'm seeing because my right eye isn't seeing as much to the left as it typically would, and my left eye isn't seeing as far to the right as I typically would. So um, the further that separation goes, the more of a blind spot it should create going down the middle, the further separated those two eyes go. Or at some point, depending on how far one of the eyes wanders, there would be a blind spot that starts here and kind of shifts over the further that eye looks that way. Um, you can see double. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about there. Um, but not like big double. It's just a blurry picture a bit. Okay, yeah. Because like I have this weird thing where I can defocus my eyes. Like not a lot of people can control their eye muscles, but you got people that can like look cross-eyed. That's easy. I can kind of try to start separating my eyes and have them kind of look apart, but not the best. But like some people can't relax their eyes. Okay, give me a moment. I have to go and disappoint my toddler. different things. Some people can't even crack their own fingers or flexing their hand a bit to the back or back control. Yeah. I've been popping my fingers like this entire time. Snap, crackle, pop. Okay, I'm gonna have to catch these Aaron to get these Meltdown catchable. Yep, I got that. Oh, come on, Meltan. Bruh. This Meltan's being a pain. I hate that you can't mass release Meltan in Pokemon Go. It's annoying even in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. There's no cow in Pokemon? Miltank. And Tauros. Kind of. That's a Pokemon, yes. If you're meaning COW does not appear anywhere in Pokemon, you are absolutely correct as well. Isn't Miltank like specifically the cow Pokemon? Or is it the milk drink Pokemon? Now we need to know. Oh, come on. Milk Cow Pokemon is what its official title is. Miltank, the Milk Cow Pokemon. Is that Dexter enough for us? Maria, welcome back. How you been? Either way, we hate it. Even if it's shiny, you won't use it. Just like Drowsy and Hypno. Drowsy and Hypno I get. I actually do like Miltank. Fun fact, not enough people utilize the in-game trade that is specifically designed to nerf Miltank. Right before you get to Goldenrod, there is a trade for a Machop that you can get that greatly aids in defeating Miltank. Imagine Ash asks, wow. Imagine Ash asks, what is cow? I mean, I'm pretty sure they eat hamburgers out of Miltank meat. A lot of Moo Moo milk in Pokemon White. I still, like, for Gen 10, the ultimate thing I want Gen 10 to do is make a baby cow Pokemon that males evolve into Miltank. Or sorry, males evolve into Tauros and females evolve into Miltank. Goodness gracious, I almost pulled a barnyard. Pikachu probably tastes like a rat flavored with tinfoil. Like, fans have been asking Pokemon to do that for so long. Right. The mill tank on the farm just looking at you like, I would imagine Mareep get eaten as well. Especially in the region that represents Greece. You would eat milk tank and fish, not Goldine. I hear Magikarp gets eaten a lot, but like I also feel like there's some reference to Magikarp not having like any meat on it. And I think that might just be the Pokemon anime with Jesse giving James crap, but it's been so long I can't remember. We're almost at 1,000 Snorlax encounters. It's exciting in some ways. Don't know, I've never eaten crab. To my knowledge, anyways. If it tastes like shrimp, I don't want it either. I am playing Pokemon Go and Leaf Green. Heck yeah, I am. We need shiny Meltan. All of them. I don't even know how to describe the taste of shrimp. Like, I can't eat seafood that well. Like, something in my brain just will not let me swallow it. Like, even if I think it tastes good, I can't eat seafood. I go to swallow the seafood, and my brain is just like, no, you're not. Mm-mm. And it's not even a, if you do this, you're gonna throw up. It's just like, I don't know if you've ever had to swallow a really large pill and like yours being like, I need to take this medicine, but your brain's like, no, you're gonna choke and die. That's basically what my brain's doing when I put fish or seafood in my mouth. It's like, no, you're probably gonna die. So that's a no for me, dog. And then it like forces me to spit it back out. I have to like sit there and really focus to swallow shrimp. It's almost like if you were eating chicken and somebody told you that the chicken was raw, you wouldn't be able to finish eating the chicken. You would probably spit it out. That's basically what my brain does every time I have seafood. If the fish is cooked over a campfire and kind of takes on a slightly more smoky flavor, I can handle it. Shrimp has like a texture. I think it's because I live in Idaho And unless we go fishing for fresh fish, the fish is usually sat there a few days by the time it gets to us. And it takes on a really fishy smell. Go figure, right? And if I smell that while I'm eating the fish, that's what makes my brain do the delete. It's not so much a texture issue, it's a flavor issue most of the time. And knowing, hey, that came from the water it came from normally smells like this nasty fish stuff, and my brain just connects that all in a line. Yeah, it's pretty gross. So I do it to myself. Just like in your country, when they leave the chips or eggs in the sun for a long time. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, Underglitch, you in your country have your eggs just chilling in a carton on top of your fridge, right? Or, on your kitchen cabinet somewhere. On top of the fridge. We have to put ours in the fridge. All right, other random question. Your butter, your table butter, is it sitting on the cabinet counter, or does it go in the fridge? You put your butter in the fridge door? We typically, and this is very divisive in the United States, whether or not butter goes in the fridge or on the counter. And it's a regional thing. Here in Idaho, our butter chills out on our counter most of the time. But other places in the States, that would be an absolute no-no. And I think it has something to do with our climate up here is fairly dry and cold. So like room temperature, butter's fine. Whereas other places might be a little hotter, so room temperature, it's not fine. In some people, it really messes with their stomach and their gut. And it makes them sick to eat butter that's been sitting out on the cabinet. But other people develop a tolerance for it, and it's like, yeah, it's just room temp butter. Put it on some toast and eat it. Hey, Pokey Leaf. We are discussing the many intricacies of eggs and butter. It's a riveting conversation. You put half lemon in the fridge, so yeah, it's okay with egg. Yeah, because we run our eggs through a bunch of scanners and bleach to change the color of the eggs for some reason. And once that's been done, it is no longer safe to leave out at room temp. Whereas you guys kind of leave the natural coatings on the shell that would protect it out in the open. Never seen that. Talking about butter, the best butter is yogurt butter. It's the best form of butter on the planet. Like, it sounds amazing, not gonna lie. they don't put eggs in the fridge before selling it, so that's why sometimes you see blood in eggs. Yeah, and they're not washing, doing all that stuff, and putting it through those screeners. Like, it is very rare for us to get blood in our eggs because they've gone through machines that check for that stuff. It's actually crazy how many eggs the States goes through. Wow, I'm not having any shiny luck today. I done used it all yesterday getting my 7 Meltan. I gotcha. No shinies for me. I got 38 minutes left on my timer. I could still get one. I don't have 38 minutes left on the stream though, but maybe. We'll see. I'm trying to stop at 10, so finishing this out would take me till like 10:15. You know what? I write shinies, and it depends on if I catch myself. A lot of time I'll do SHINIES, but that's not how it's supposed to be spelled. Shinies would be SHINYS. We ruined the grammar. Grammar's okay. How is mozzarella sold in Idaho? What's mozzarella? Do we also have the water variant in a pouch with a bag? Big round mozzarella ball? Yeah. Yeah, you can find that at Walmart. Also, apparently, it's like stupid easy to make your own mozzarella at home. Since mozzarella is not an aged cheese. Same goes with Arabic when they say... Oh, mixing the words will make different meaning. Yeah. That makes more... That makes sense. Yeah, Japanese is really bad about that. English is okay. So, like, if you say fire, man, you know that this fire, you know that there's a man. And if you put those two together in English, you get fireman. Makes sense. It's a man that puts out fires. Or fights fires. If you do that same crap with like Japanese kanji and you put the symbol for man next to the symbol to fire, that does not equate at all. Yeah. tasted mozzarella cheese once and it was good. It's pretty good. I like string cheese. I do not know what that is, Colossus. I'm gonna go on a limb and say no, because I've never ever heard of it. But I'm also not a clothing enthusiast either. Not even close. Okay. Yeah, English is pretty direct that way most of the time, but the grammar changes are wild. I think it's spelling is just crazy. Spelling and grammar makes no sense, but like wordplay, definitely one of the best languages for wordplay. They have collabs with a lot of anime brands as well. I want a like legitimate Naruto jacket, like Shippuden style. My favorite kind of jacket though, and you see that the one I'm normally wearing when I stream, I really love Assassin's Creed style jackets. I think those things are like perfection. Yeah, those words look nothing alike under glitch. So, do you speak Arabic fluently? Okay, cool. And if I remember right, you live in Germany? Oh, okay. I'm okay. Can I build a Pokemon Lego city? Um I don't think you ever did say Germany under glitch. I think that somebody has a similar name, and I got the locations mixed up. I think that was a my bad scenario. Glitchy. I probably cannot build a Pokemon Lego city with Harry Potter Legos, because then it would be a Harry Potter city. You use it because you glitch every game you play? Sometimes it's fun to be like, how can I break this game today? Oh, yeah, yeah. Japanese Dragon Quest name there, hero. If I go to Japan, can I vlog it? Absolutely. Because if I go to Japan, I'm going for 2 months, no questions. Like, if you go to Japan, it has to be for 2 months. I see people go for like a week, and I'm like, gosh dang, you spend like more time on your flight there and back than you do actually being there. That's absurd. Like, and it's a place where I would only be able to fly to once, right? So like, I feel like if I'm able to go, I have to make the most of it. Like, the plane ticket is going to be the single most expensive part of that trip, even if you stay there for like 2 months. Like, I feel like your lodging is going to be a lot cheaper than your plane ticket there. After your account's gone, you never really use that name? Yeah. Yeah, Japan is actually fairly similar to the US law-wise as far as filming goes. I mean, there's obviously differences, of course, but just be respectful is the general rule of thumb. I think that Beckett is the better / the best slab grader out there. There's just something about them Beckett labels that is way more appealing. But I don't know if I'll ever get to go to Japan because it's going to take me a long time to save up for the trip. I'm going to need to be retired from work so that I don't have to worry about that. And my kids have to be adults, so I don't have to worry about them. Underglitch visiting Antarctica, sounds like. I'm going to spend this entire box with no shiny Meltan. 2 boxes. Beckett has been purchased by PSA. Ah, dang it. That's terrible news. Kids won't like it if I go now? Yeah. They definitely won't appreciate it anyways. Hey, Iron Strikes, welcome. At least I didn't shiny hunt by eggs. This is very true. Egg shiny hunting's kind of cray-cray. At least pre-Gen 7. A lot of Americans couch surf in Japan to travel there. I don't know how you would do that. Because, like, you would have to know people to couch surf, I would think. Month only to shiny hunt for Furret. Big regret. I typically have fairly decent luck shiny hunting through eggs using Masuda method. I definitely wouldn't generate it in do it in Gen 3. The eggs take far too long to generate pre-Gen 5. By Gen 6, they kind of got the whole egg generation thing figured out a little bit. Like, egg hunting in Gen 8 is phenomenal. That's why it took so long. Imagine a full month just for 800 eggs. I can imagine that. I've done something very similar, but it was way more than 800. I once burned through 9,000 eggs, and I am not exaggerating. 9,000 eggs with Masuda method odds with a shiny charm, looking for a shiny score bunny in Gen 8. It was the absolute worst. And then within the next 500, I got my other 2 score bunny. So I did get the shiny though. There are 104 days of summer vacation, and school comes along just to end it. But the annual problem with our generation is finding a good way to spend it. Like maybe building a rocket, climbing a mountain, or finding Frankenstein's brain. That's over here. Anyways. You can definitely go to tour Japan for that long. Your kids can travel to space camp or some Cabo or Cancun. My wife loves to go to Florida, and that's why I'm probably never going to have the ability to save up for a trip to Japan. Is Florida trips are easier to save up for. Hey, Ryland, welcome, welcome. Copyright. I mean, I didn't sing it that good, but I wouldn't be surprised. It is a Disney song. Oh, I thought that was shiny for a second. That is so disappointing. Last 3 minutes to the end of the hour. You right. Hopes up and hopes down. I think I'm going to have to stream until my timer runs out. Just because I know I want to be able to capture a shiny Meltan on the stream. And I can't do that if I'm not streaming. Only trips you ever go are to your father-in-law's house every 2 to 4 times a month. Florida for spring break, Fort Lauderdale, Orange County. No, Universal Studios. I think I joke around. I married Disney kid on a budget. She really likes theme parks, isn't a huge Disney fan, but loves the crap out of going to Universal. And Universal is like so much cheaper to go to than Disney. Okay, that's great, but how do I turn the sound off? There we go. You go in summer and sometimes Christmas and Thanksgiving time? Okay, I need to watch a video here real fast. Oh, that's terrible quality. Like, I'm fairly confident I might have just accidentally skipped a shiny. No, that one wasn't. Okay, we're good. Had to watch the instant replay there for a second. Sorry about that. I will not be doing a Star Wars stream on the 4th. That much I do know. Yeah, we did Halloween Horror Nights one year. Yeah, the wife and I have been to Universal 2 times so far together. I need to go unlock the door. We'll be right back. Chair, have an encounter. $722 might be the one. Hey, Shiny Meltdown, live on stream. That's what we're talking about here. That's a good thing. We'll drag that down there. Boom. Beautiful. And that's it. We got one shiny today. Nah, it's kind of a lame one though, but whatever. It's a shiny. I'll take it. One's better than 0 for sure. And now I can add that to my shorts for my Shiny Living Dex compilation on my channel. For sure. Yeah, right. Said 722. Yeah, they might think it. I don't think there's any way I could have got 722 on the stream, but it is coincidental for sure. I do not know what the shiny odds are for Meltan and Pogo. I feel like it's 1 in 100. Just the same standard rate as everything else. I don't think it's like boosted by any means. I just think it's possible at this particular moment. Looks like I got enough for 3 more Meltan encounters. Oh gosh. Misfire. $26 seconds remain on the clock there for Meltan. And that is a shiny Meltan wrap, at least, but we're so close to 1,000, we're just gonna finish it off. It would be criminal otherwise. Hey, you have a good night, Underglitch. No one found shiny Snorlax in this hour. Hey, T-Von, what's happening? Not much, just shiny hunting. What are you hunting today, Tavon? You're hoping to get a shiny Scyther, but you're just hunting whatever you run into in Legends Arceus? Okay, I mean, that's good. Legend of Rune, welcome. Saw somebody bought a diamond painting of the first 151 Pokemon. How much was it running? Alright, these will be the last 2 encounters. No dice tonight. But we'll be back again trying tomorrow for some more. And some more Meltan shiny hunting. I do believe I need to find one more on the stream to make that all good to go. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.